Alright, so Scott Pilgrim EX is basically a real cool beat'em up mixed with adventure and even RPG game elements. You fight enemies but also explore a big interconnected world, talk to people and do quests. Many people are pretty excited about this one, because the original Scott Pilgrim game from years back was super popular, and this essentially expands on that formula with interconnected zones, rather than just going through linear levels. So the game's core loop is pretty simple. You move through different areas of Toronto, fight groups of enemies, collect coins they drop, and then spend these coins in shops. The game's combat is all about chaining attacks together. You've got your basic punches and kicks, jump attacks, grabs where you can throw enemies or slam them down, and special moves that use up a meter. Each character plays completely differently, so finding combos that work for your style is part of the fun. You can also pick up random objects like swords, hammers, and even bombs to use as weapons. The fighting feels pretty hectic, but in a good way. The enemies come at you from both sides, and you need to move around a lot to avoid getting surrounded. The game has this thing where you can call in helper characters, who then show up briefly to attack enemies. The combat rewards you for mixing things up rather than mashing the same button over and over. Between fights you explore the city, which is laid out like one big map instead of separate stages. You can backtrack to previous eras, and there are shops everywhere selling food and equipment. Food restores your health either instantly or gets stored as a snack that activates automatically if you run out of HP. The game has equipment that includes these badge things you can equip to boost your stats and add special effects, so you're also constantly finding ways to make your character stronger. The game has 7 playable characters total. To name a few, Scott is the balanced one with straightforward moves that still feel satisfying. Ramona can teleport behind enemies and pull a big hammer from her bag. Roxy is fast and uses a sword with lots of spinning attacks. The world has these different zones you travel between: beaches, parks, shopping areas, and also portals to weird places like the Ice Age. You then meet characters who give you quests or just chat with you. Some areas have these quiet zones marked on the ground where enemies won't attack, which gives you a nice break. The game does throw in some variety beyond just fighting. There are bomb dispensers where you pay $1 to get a bomb. Then you place it near certain spots to blow open new paths or activate portals. Boss fights happen too. They have multiple phases and unique attack patterns, based on what I have seen. Now you do have multiple lives, but losing all your HP means restarting from the last checkpoint. So keeping some coins saved for buying food is probably smart. The game's money system is pretty straightforward. Beat up the enemies, grab coins, and spend them in shops. The prices seem reasonable, like $1 for a bomb or small amounts of food items. You can also simply find coins just sitting around the world, so exploration also pays off. The game has co-op that lets up to 4 people play together, either sitting next to each other or online. People can join or leave whenever they want. The progression system is about upgrading your character with the coins you earn. You buy those badges that give you stat boosts or special abilities. The whole game takes place in this version of Toronto that got messed up by 3 gangs. The band gets kidnapped and you have to rescue them while exploring the city. That's the basic setup, but the focus seems really on the fighting and exploration rather than the story. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.